No, there's no light on. If it's counting down, you're good. Today we're going to give a little demonstration on how to do spot welds. We're working on the 1964 Chevy Impala, and I've had Cole, our new employee, actually already started. And let me just wipe this down a little bit. Cole, come over here and why don't you show some of the... This is what a finished spot weld would look like, and what we've done is we've come through and we're going through one piece of metal in this area. This is actually primered steel. This is what we're keeping. The old rocker panel and the floor pan is going to go bye-bye. So all this is what Cole has done. And if we come up here, I'll show you some of the tools. What we have is, you start with a punch and a big ass hammer. A BFH in the industry, this is what we call it. Move over here, we'll demonstrate real briefly. This is another panel that we're gonna end up keeping, but again, the rocker panel comes through here and the floor pan's right behind it. You find your spot welds, go in there and give yourself a good little point where you can go and set the center pin for your spot weld cutter. And this particular one that I just picked up is actually a Blair brand, and you pull the little cover off. This point is spring loaded, and you screw on your jaws, your cutting bit, put it right in there when it's mounted in your drill, and press in and cut out that hole. Now, this is very similar, and this particular one was purchased at a local auto parts store for the sum of $8. And my recommendation, if you go back, there are other videos where I was trying to use this bit. This bit made it through 2 spot welds. So for $8, it made it through 2 spot welds. Don't waste your money. This particular spot weld cutter is more expensive and runs, the Blairs are pretty expensive also, I forget what they retail. And I think that this particular one, I'll have to look up part numbers and prices for you. I will put them in the description below. But we'll do this one little hole, and I'm not going to do the whole car for you. But this just shows the general public how to do this real briefly. Not through yet. It's hard to tell if I'm through. And a lot of times you want to keep a chisel, the hammer. I think that's through. Now, that's just to do one spot weld, and unfortunately, there is probably several hundred spot welds on this car. We are only focusing on those that are associated with the floor pan and the rocker panel, and we already have the rocker panels welded onto the new floor pan, and we're gonna surgically remove, if you will, this floor pan and these rocker panels from this car. We have the car relatively braced on our rotisserie, and we're gonna do a little bit more bracing this afternoon to kind of cover our butts. That way we don't want the body to twist when we remove the whole floor pan from the car. And I purchased 12-ton jack stands that stand right around 32 inches tall, and that's right the height of the top of the rocker panel. So we can literally slide the new floor pan underneath and then raise it up. And the jack stands will hold it in place for us, is really the whole idea behind what I'm going to try to do. But we need to take a lot of measurements and use a level and try to keep a good grasp on what we're doing at all times, because we don't want this body to tweak or twist. So we're trying to be extremely cautious. But this is the first step in it. We're trying to do a nice clean job, that way there's less work when it all goes back together. But that's just a brief video on how to do a spot weld. And then basically you just take that little process and repeat it several hundred times. And this panel probably wouldn't break free until I had all of the other spot welds done. So, thanks for watching, and I hope that helped. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Have a good day.